When did you enlist in the Marine Corps? Were you straight out of high school? Did you wait a while?
Yeah. So Glenn, I grew up in a very impoverished area. I didn't know it at the time, but looking back on it, and I didn't realize it probably until I was maybe 14, 15 years old, that we were extremely poor, meaning like one pair of jeans, two shirts the whole year, and alternated shirts type of a deal. I knew that my mom and dad loved me, took care of my sister and I, but financially, uh, we're not in a place that I guess that my friends and other families that I seen were at. On top of that, I'm six
And we will
foot
get we'll and
six.
we will get into that. We
Yeah,
certainly will get into that.
yeah,
And your information will be down below in the description.
yeah,
And so you're 6'6". Sorry
yeah.
to cut
I'm
you off. You're six
six
foot
foot
six.
six. Believe it or not, I graduated high school. I weighed like 129 pounds, 125 pounds. And so if you can imagine this, being 6'6", I suffered from extremely low self-esteem, being impoverished, growing up poor. It was difficult for me to make friends. And so I was really struggling in life, trying to find my place. The only group of people that really accepted me was kind of the stoner crowd in school. Though I never did drugs, I did have a fake ID. And so they really welcomed me. But I really, really struggled from body dysmorphia, which I still do. At the beginning of my senior year, I had no direction. I was sitting in school one morning, not paying attention, of course. The teacher came in and said, "Hey, today we're going to be having a guest speaker." And so, and I
Yeah.
just remember hearing these footsteps coming down the aisleway next to my seat. And so I kind of glanced over and I saw these really shiny shoes. I saw this snap and step. And as I looked, I saw the side of him, and it was a Marine.
Which in full uniform is quite impressive for anybody, regardless of their age. So I can
Yeah.
imagine for you that just that it's like a shining beacon.
Yeah, yeah. And so I was just mesmerized by this. And let me back up too. Along with the low self-esteem and all that good stuff, like I struggled. Obviously, no girl, or at least in my mind, no girl wanted to have anything to do with me. I was that kid that destined to not have a girlfriend, at least with
I'm with
with
you.
the current circumstances, right? And so, as this kid turned, or this Marine turned around, I recognized it right off the bat, and it was a kid who had bullied me the year before.
Oh, wow.
And I always thought he was just such a pompous individual, just a mean spirited kid at the time. And as he spoke, something ignited in me because I knew he had completely changed. And I probably saw him maybe 6 months prior to, and still thought poorly of him. But something had
That's
changed in
that's an
him.
interesting that's an interesting take. Like, you weren't just impressed like you would be a shiny penny. You had a visceral reaction because you knew the transformation beneath the uniform.
Yeah. It was very overpowering. And I just, at that moment, several things crossed my mind. It's like, one, if he can do it, maybe I can do it. And two, if I had a uniform like that, I bet I could get a girlfriend, right?
That's what I
And
was
so,
thinking, yeah.
and so, it really lit this fire in me. And I remember going home afterwards. And this is back in the day where mom and dad made dinner. Everyone had dinner around the dinner
Mhm.
table, and everyone knew what was happening in everyone's life. I remember my dad and mom saying, "Hey, how was school today? And what was going on?" And I just was so amped. And I just said, "You know what, Dad? I decided I want to join the Marine Corps." And
Can I ask you what year this was? Time period?
this was early 1990.
Oh,
And I remember seeing the look in my dad's face, kind of as a loving dad, of just saying, "I'm so proud of you, son." But I could read his mind saying, "Son, there's no way you're going to be able to accomplish that. You're weak." Uh, and I just remember that feeling, but then that drive in me. We went over and spoke with a recruiter. Of course, because of my weight, I was underweight, so I couldn't be guaranteed a job. I had to go in open contract, which means, for those that don't know the military lingo, that means that uh, I couldn't choose a job. I could have been a cook, I could have been a grunt, who knows? It was just the risk that you had to take. But I wanted to be a Marine so bad. And so My whole senior year, I was waiting for school to be completed. I gave just enough effort to pass high school.
It's pretty amazing what a goal, it just, it doesn't matter how big or small it could be, how it transforms
Yeah.
somebody.